Hi, my friends. Welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Thursday. Can you believe it already? Oh my goodness. It just gets here so quickly. Oh. Yeah, tomorrow is Friday, and tomorrow I will be heading up to my cabin. Not sure what time. I always like to go early, so I try to miss traffic, but there's always going to be traffic no matter what. So yeah, the earlier I go, the less traffic. But look what I got in the mail. I got my transfers. I'm going to show you everything. We'll do a small project. Yeah, I have a board over here ready. And I wanted to show you a couple of things that I got painted. So go ahead and say hello when you're hopping on. And let me give you a close-up look of these cute little ducks. I also got cows painted. So aren't these so cute? These are the spring ducks. I have cut dozens and dozens and dozens of them for you guys. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to paint them and show you. I used baby duck was the color I used, but you could use any light yellow. I love that color. I think it's so cute. All right, let me get to comments and let me get this shared over to VIP group. I am not even on my page yet. There we go. So funny. Where am I? It says I'm connected. Go ahead and say hello. I had a hard time with the internet this morning, so it wouldn't surprise me. Oh, there I am. Okay, I see myself. I see myself. Yay, there I am. All right, let's get this show on the road, guys. I'm excited about all this stuff. So I'll show you the cows too in a minute. Oh, I got an itchy nose this morning. You ever have that where it's like, I don't know, just itchy? Probably there's probably lots of things growing outside. We've had a lot of rain, and so then we have a lot of things growing. Okay, I'm just letting everybody hop on. I got that shared over to VIP and shared to my channel. So let me say hello. Good morning, Bridget. How are you? Hi, Darlene Barr. Hi, Lori Walsh. Good morning, Holly. Hey, Laura. Thanks for sprinkling. I appreciate it. Hi, Betty. Aren't these ducks just so cute? They are just so cute. So there's going to be a lot of things that I paint without you guys. I don't have enough days in the month for me to paint all of the projects that I have out there for you guys. And a lot of you have ordered these, so I'll take a picture. I'll post the pictures. It's really easy to follow. They're just so cute, though. Aren't they just so cute? And then I have the cows. So let me kind of move some of this. These are all the new stencils they came. So I got my cow water globe finished, and then all of my little cow standers. I got all of those done. Aren't they so adorable? I just love the cows. I don't know why. The cows just make me happy. The cows make me smile. So these are the Valentine cows. There's going to be so many more things coming that I just don't have a lot of time. I don't know. I might take a couple of projects with me up to the cabin. I am not sure how that's all going to shake out, because I do intend to do a lot up there, to go through so many things and sort through things, but it's not a big cabin. And I swear I could get it all done in one day, and then I would have one day to paint. So I think I'll probably take 2 projects to paint. And then if I get done with those, maybe I'll sit down and just do a puzzle, because I used to do that. I used to love just doing puzzles way before I took all my crafty stuff up there. So let me see here. Yes, Sarah, I'm here. I had to reset everything twice in order to get connected. Our internet went out yesterday, like several times, and it causes problems whenever it goes out. These things have to be reset, and I forgot. So, hey, Pam, how are you? I'm Marilyn. You're having snow flurries. Oh my goodness. We have beautiful weather out there. Hi, Deb. How are you, my sis? Yeah, it's our weather today is beautiful outside. Yeah, they do. They look springy. The little ducks. They are so cute. I know. I love them. Thank you, Holly. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Laura. Oh, thank you, Laura. Bridget, getting better from a bad cold. Oh, that's never fun. Never fun. Hey, Holly, thank you. Laura says, want a pet duck? Your dogs wouldn't be nice though. My dogs wouldn't either. My dogs, well, the duck would probably be mean to the dogs. Vicky says, good morning. About 6 inches of snow overnight and it's still falling, forecasting a foot or more before it stops. Oh my goodness. I haven't even checked to see if they're expecting snow this weekend up at the cabin. I didn't look. I suppose I should. I wonder what the weather's like is going to be up there. It's 43 at the moment. It's supposed to be sunny all day. Good. Sunny Friday, sunny Saturday, sunny Sunday. Okay, no snow in the forecast up there, which is good because I don't like driving in the snow when there's crazy people out there that don't know how to drive in it. So yeah, Judy, I am going to go to the cabin tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. I'll be on here tomorrow, but I just wanted to show you all the fun things I've been painting. I will take a couple of projects with me because I think I can get through most of the stuff in my house in one day. So I will have another day to do stuff. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Hi, Melissa. Good morning, Sylvia, sorry. Hi, Sandy. Okay, so all the cutie patooties. Got all my little cows. Moo. They're just so cute. I just love them. And then all the ducks. Got all my ducks in a row today. That's the only time they'll be in a row. Let me just move all these guys and we'll get started on our stencils. Yeah, they're trying to find a place where they're not going to fall. Yeah, all my ducks in a row. Yeah, we had really good weather yesterday. You'll be loading up the truck and bringing stuff home. I will. So I have a full setup up there for crafting. I have paints, I have tons of stuff, and then also what I have is I have a full recording studio, basically all of the stuff to do my videos, even though I haven't had internet up there for a while, so I haven't done any live videos for a while. So yeah, I will be bringing that home. I will be donating some stuff. Like, I have lots of kids' toys. Little kids, like the little tykes. I wish I knew somebody that had tiny kids that I could give it to because I love all the little tyke stuff. So I might just put it out and put free on it. I do not want to do a yard sale. I used to do yard sales. My daughter would come, her friend would come. Anybody that my neighbor up the street, anybody that wanted to put stuff at my garage sale was welcome to do so. Let me just scooch that up a little bit. Let me put myself in the corner. Darlene, go to the corner. Okay. All right. So let's start with this. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to be doing, it's not on the market yet because John has to go up and fix, there's a couple of boards on the back patio that when you walk on it, it's squishy and it's not safe. So I don't imagine that he will have time to go up there and do it until probably next month. So I'm guessing that I'll have it on the market by April. My goal is April because then it's starting to warm up. So April, May, June. My goal is to have it sold by July 1st. That's my goal, is to have it sold by July 1st. Okay, so this is the freebie that you get when you order $100 or more on the website. And it can be anything. It doesn't have to be the new stuff. If you need just chalk paste and you order $100 in chalk paste, you're going to get this cutie patootie little kit. Maybe I should take this kit with me and learn how to do it. Maybe I should. Heck yes, put free on it. Yeah, the little tyke stuff. And you know what? I'm thinking it's not Little Tykes. It's Fisher Price. It's not Little Tykes. It's Fisher Price toys. The like the zoo. That's what it is. You know the little house and the zoo and all of that stuff. It's that kind of stuff. And Barbies. I might just put it out at the curb and put it free for people because maybe somebody would love to have that. Anyways, okay. So this is our freebie that you get. I think it's worth $45 is what they said, 45 retail. So it's the punch needle, okay? So this actually, even though it says white, it's white here, it's espresso ink single. So what happens sometimes is that they don't make the espresso in a thing like this, so they'll just put a label over it. They'll do a special run for this kit. Okay, so anyways, that's our freebie. You ink this onto here, and then you use the punch needle and you make all the sweater things, and then it's all furry. Yeah, I don't know how else to explain it, but punch needle. If you haven't seen it, look it up. I will be trying that out. Not today. I'm just gonna move this to a safe place. I need to learn how to do it before I try to do it with you guys. So how's my husband doing? You know, he's hanging in there. He actually got his MRI scheduled. So finally got it scheduled. Yeah, craft swap, vintage swap. I do have stuff for that. I do have stuff to go on that. Like a lot of, I'm thinking I have a lot of my cabin decorations that I'm not going to leave there. That, yeah, I think I will have some stuff for that. Okay, let's just start out. This was on top, so let's start out with this. You want the weenie transfer so you can make it for your Lucy. I think you can buy it separately. I thought it was available separately. Let me look and see. I think the stencil is available, or I can send you mine after I use it once, because I don't use my stuff more than once. So anyways, thank you for asking, Marilyn. Hubby his appointment is next week, so I thought that wasn't too bad. We did not know if, I'm going to look and see. I thought that you could buy it. Oh, you can't. It's only with a bundle. It is only the bundle. Yeah. It is only the bundle. Sorry, but you can have mine after I'm done with it. Okay, so these are sublimation. Hi, Chris. How are you? Good morning, Sarah. We're going to make something. I want to open this because you can't really see it. It's a bunny, and it's going to be so cute. We're going to make it on something. So Chocateur, they kind of stole one of my ideas. If you got my Peanuts transfers and you already got your order, you will see that I sent everybody a Peanuts puzzle. So anyways, that was your little freebie that I sent you. If you ordered the Peanuts stencils from me, I sent you a little sublimated. Oh, I'm in the wrong corner. Let's try this again. Why am I in that corner? There we go. There we go. Okay. I sent you a sublimated puzzle. So I have puzzles, and I'm going to teach you how to do that. Not today, because everything's still in the other room for that. But anyways, you can iron these onto those puzzles. You buy the sublimation puzzles, okay? And you can make stuff like that. I have a sublimation printer now, so I can do all my own stuff. I bought some Peanuts files. I don't know if they're legal or not, but I bought them. I did buy them. And I sublimated them onto puzzles. So those people that got the orders from the Peanuts transfer sale, they got a free little puzzle. So then this is cute. These will be cute on a mug. I do have my mug, my sublimation mug thingy-majiggy that does mugs. I have that. I've had that in here forever. I have a hat one too. So you know the mug thing. This is really cute too. They did this. Chocateur did this onto a puzzle, and it was so cute. We can do that. So this would be cute on a t-shirt. You can sublimate onto wood too, but you have to spray it first. So if you sublimate directly onto wood, the color's not going to turn out the right color unless you use there's sublimation spray. So you can sublimate onto something and have it turn out really, really nice on wood, but you have to spray it with sublimation spray first. So these are cute too. These will be cute on mugs or on a towel. Okay. I should have brought the things in that I've been sublimating that turned out so cute. I've been working on some stuff for my craft show. Okay, I don't know where to put those. I'm going to just toss them down onto the floor. Okay, so let's keep going. Yeah, you're right. It only comes as a kit. But I'm only going to use the transfer one time. So, hi, Lucia. How are you? You bought the Cricut mug press and you love it. Yeah. Yeah. The problem is with the sublimation that I found, I'm a little bit allergic to it. Okay. So I need to be out where it is, where when you sublimate, it releases some fumes when it heats up. Okay. So be careful. You want to have proper ventilation. I found that I was allergic to the sublimation powder or had a reaction. I got a sore throat every single time that I was working on my sublimation. I'd end up with a sore throat, and I put two and two together, and it's that. So be careful with that. Okay, let's go a little bit closer. Get a little bit closer. Okay, love grows best in little houses. I am gonna make some little houses. We're gonna put this on a little house. I think that would be really cute. This one says, all are welcome at our table, and it has all these table settings. That's really cute. Considering the hat press now. Yeah, you know, I haven't used the hat press because I just haven't yet. but I am considering it. Hi Cheryl, how are you? We're just going through the new stencils that came. This is made specifically for me, just a girl that loves coffee. And that mug is really cute too. Isn't that cute mug? A little bit of country is good for the soul. Always, always. And then this is like a little front porch scene. And these are cute. Snowdrop Splendor. Yeah, I don't know what type of flowers those are. It's snowdrop flowers? I don't know. I don't know what type of flowers. I love this one. Can't fix stupid. Yep. I need to carry that in my car. And then we always like bees. We always like bees. We can use those on things. I love this one. Your wings were ready, but my heart was not. But I just can't get over the porpoises. What kind of sublimation printer do you have? You have a Sawgrass, but the ink costs $300 to get the new one. I bought the Epson and converted it. So yeah, I bought the Epson and I converted it to sublimation. It is expensive. It's about 100 and something. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, Laura, definitely. Definitely. Well, you don't even have to pay for it. It's just yours. So you made the cutest dog mug yesterday. Oh, how fun. Yeah. So I bought an Epson. I went on a website to search what is the best sublimation one. The Sawgrass looked great, but the other printer, you could go, if I decided I didn't want to do sublimation, I can convert it back to a regular printer. Okay, the Homebody Club, Live, Laugh, Lounge. I'm gonna make this for my daughter-in-law. I think this is so cute. So we're gonna make that today. Okay, and then I love this one too. May your journey always lead you home. And I could be meaner. So I was trying to do sublimation on wood so that I could make some ornaments. I don't think it's going to turn out the way that I wanted to. I actually wanted to buy one of the sublimation printers that prints directly onto the wood. But then I was having such a hard time being around the sublimation powder when it heats up that I just think that it's probably not my thing. Chalk, you can't fix stupid on your window. I think that'd be funny. Somebody might break my window out though. You don't have the printer, you're just buying the heat transfers off of Etsy. Oh, nice, nice. See, I can print anything I want, but here's the thing with that printer. You have to print something a couple of times a week. You can't let it sit there. So you have to print things a couple of times a week. Let me go grab the stuff that I made. These are the last two stencils. So this one you can make signs with, and then I think these are cute. Time for courage, sage for strength, parsley for comfort, rosemary for faithfulness. Those are really cute. Let me go grab this stuff that I have sublimated recently. I have a couple of things sitting out there, and let me grab one of the puzzles so I can show you guys. Okay, so I'll be right back. We're gonna make that though. We'll make that for my daughter-in-law. She will like that sign. I showed her it and she liked that one. Okay, be right back. So I'm not sure what all I'm going to make for the craft show. I'm not going to do mugs. I'm not going to do cups because I'm not going to cross over into anybody else's area that does that. But I did do these. So I printed my own sublimation sheets, just like the ones that that Chalk Couture has. So I printed the sublimation, I ironed that on. So this is a sublimation mouse pad. So it worked perfectly on this. This is a sublimation towel. So that worked perfectly on that. This is sublimation metal. I'm going to build a frame around it. Okay. On this towel is 100% cotton. So I had to spray it with the sublimation spray first, and then I could iron onto it. Okay. If I just ironed onto it without the spray, because it's 100% cotton, the color would be really pastel, really muted. Okay. So here's another sublimation towel. And then this is a sublimation puzzle. So I did a variety of puzzles to go to the people that ordered the Peanuts stencils. So some of them are smaller, you know, people that only ordered a couple of the stencils got the smaller size, and then I had 4 or 5 people that ordered a lot, so I did the bigger size. So this is like an 8 by 10. So anyways, we'll do some of those with the Chalk Couture sublimation, but that's what I did. I know, aren't they so cute? Yeah, so you can do pictures on these. So I just wanted to learn how to do that. So I went the cheapest route that I could without having too big of an investment to try it out. So I bought the Epson printer, and I just went online. I watched a bunch of YouTube tutorials to learn which one to use. I don't want to do mugs and stuff like that because there's a lot of people that do just that. And so I'm not going to cross over. When I do my craft shows, you have to stay in a category. And we're going to do this with our, I need to order more of this for me. I don't think I kept one for myself, ash. So I think ash would be cute for this. I'm going to just do ash. We're just going to do one color. So yeah, Cheryl can help you out. Yeah. I don't know that I'm going to ever sell the sublimation because, I mean, I don't know, but you do have to use it. You can't just let it sit because it doesn't self-clean. I think the Sawgrass self-cleans if you've left it on, right? Right, Cheryl? Let me get my fuzzing cloth. I think the Sawgrass one will self-clean. If you let it sit too long, you've got a huge mess and it's hard to clean and it takes hours. So you do have to, when you're using the sublimation ink in the Epson printer, you have to print at least twice a week with it to keep it going. And it is expensive. So, and I don't think you can order just one color. You can order black by itself, but I think it's $150. I see a hair on here. Of course I do, even though I used my, oh, maybe it's gone now. I used the fuzzing cloth and I still saw a hair. Okay, we're just going to do this with ash. Can I share the link for the solid white towels? Yes, the solid white towels that are the sublimation towels. Yes, I can. What I will tell you is that they feel kind of like, I don't like the feel of them, but it might just be because they're not washed yet. So to me, they feel like the microfiber, and microfiber and me do not get along because I just have a problem. I'm trying to get the word "the" up there, even though it's not going to be centered. Oh my goodness. Maybe not. Maybe I do need to center. maybe like that. I think it'll work like that. And then all these words will be on here. Yeah, let me share that with you. Let me share the link for the sublimation towels, but they do kind of feel kind of like the microfiber. They stick to your hands. You had one that didn't use as much, the lines clogged, and you had to buy something. Yeah, that is why I am using it every couple of days. I'm just printing something because I think the towels are probably going to be what I'm going to sell the most of, or making the signs and putting a little frame around it. I don't know. I have one more set of ink, and I will switch back. So let me get you the link for those white towels. They do have that feel to them, like your fingers are going to get caught on the like the microfiber. They do feel like that, but I think maybe once they're washed, they'll soften up. Yeah, I can't stand the microfiber, but I'll share it. Let me share it. I'm going to find it. Where's my orders? Sublimation towels. Some people don't mind that. I'm like, ooh. I might not be able to find it right away. If it doesn't come up, then we'll just go. Okay, so I have the puzzles there. Where's the towels? There's the metal. I have magnet things. Oh, here's the towels. Okay, so yeah, what I'm going to prefer is spraying the towels and letting them dry, and using the cotton towels, because the cotton towels work just fine, but you have to spray them. So let me get back to here, and I'm going to share that. If I can get back to my post, get back to here. I know I hate the snaggy feeling. My husband uses them for things with fishing, and I can't stand it. Okay, all right, we're ready for this. Let's make sure we don't have any air bubbles. I'm gonna make this for my daughter-in-law. I'm not so fond of where the word "the" is, but I think it's gonna be okay. Let's get all our air bubbles out. This is like a one and done, but I've done a lot of talking today, so anyways, yes, I wanted to be able to do the sublimation and make ornaments. I don't think that's going to work out for me. Like I said, I had a reaction to it when it's heating up. You need to have an area that is very well ventilated, because it does release chemicals into the air. It's not good for your bronchial tubes, for your airway. If you get bronchitis or pneumonia, you want to make sure that you're not exposing yourself to any of those extra chemicals in the air. And I just found that I'm allergic to it somehow, or I have a reaction. So I told my husband, I said, next time that I use and I'm just using my Cricut heat press. I did buy a really good heat press, but I haven't even taken it out of the box yet because I might return it. Anyways, I'm using my Cricut heat press, and it's working good, but I'm thinking about taking it out on the patio and using it the next time. So, and just doing a whole bunch out there. Okay, gonna peel. We're appealing. We are appealing. I think this is a cute one. I think this would sell at my craft shows. Yeah, I think that worked out good with the Homebody Club Live Laugh Lounge for my daughter-in-law. She is a homebody. She doesn't like to drive anywhere. She doesn't like to go anywhere. She gets severe anxiety. So she just pretty much stays at home unless my son takes her. He is her person that I don't know what she would do. She would be totally lost without him. She would go nowhere. She would probably go to the grocery store, and that's it. The grocery store is 5 minutes away. But anyways, do you wear a mask? I don't wear a mask when I do that. What spray did I use? I'll give you the link for the spray. So with the spray, you can use any t-shirt that you want to. You don't have to have one that has polyester. You can use the spray on wood, and it does turn out. Let me give you, I did send Janine a couple of things that I had done, a couple of my first boo-boos. So, that didn't turn out as good. I did send her a couple of things. They're not as nice. Let me give you the link for the spray that I used. I did buy a new spray that I actually like better. And it's, it dried pretty quickly. So let me give you that. So I don't even know if it's pricey. Let me look and see how expensive. I think it probably goes a long ways when you spray it. It's $9.99, and I think that was for 2 bottles of it. So that's not much. They're small bottles, but $9.99 is not much. So it worked out good. You could do any t-shirt, you can do any towel that you want. I know I love the ash color. I think it's okay. So, oh, ash might be discontinued already. Did it discontinue already? It probably did. It might be in, let me look and see, because if I need more, I'll probably have to get it from somebody else, because I just sold all of my ash. It might be gone already. I do love it though. You're probably right. Okay, so they're getting ready. Yeah, it's gone. They are getting ready for the new release at the end of the month. So the things that are going out are the In Vogue colors. It might even be in Last Chance, but maybe not. It might be gone. So I might not get any more. I do love ash. I think they should bring ash in full time and take Storm away. That's my suggestion is, yeah, it's gone. It's gone. So no more ash. Unless I save myself one. It's okay. It's all right. I'll do without it. So, your daughter-in-law is like that too. Yeah. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard sometimes. Okay, let me dry this because I didn't dry it yet. And then I'm going to bring back the ducks and the cows and show you from this angle so you can see them a little bit better. And some people are just hopping on. So let me get this dry. And I'll put some hooks on the back of it, and then she can hang it in her entryway. I could easily sell a dozen of these at my craft show. Yeah, I'll wash my stencil. I'll make sure I wash my stencil because I'm not buying extras of the stencils anymore. Okay, so let me show you the cows again. So these are the Valentine cows standers. Aren't these so cute? Now, one thing to note is that this hat didn't have a separate hat band piece, and Tara pointed that out to me. She goes, oh, it doesn't have one. You always have a separate piece. Should I make one? I said, oh, let's make one. So the very first kits that went out are not going to have a separate hat band. I just had to paint mine on last night. So it's saying it can't find the page for the towels. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so it can't find the page for the towels. Well, you know what? Maybe they don't have them anymore. That's really weird. The towels, maybe I didn't give you the correct link. Let me try it a different way. Let's try it a different way, and I will give you that. I think that if they've been washed, they won't have that prickly feeling. I'm tempted to just wash one just to see. Okay, there's that. I'll give you the link again. Try that one. Yeah, if you just search sublimation items, you'll find a lot. There's a lot in there. The sublimation puzzles and all of that. Aren't these just so cute? Okay, and then this is the water globe. So remember, these come out like this. That slides in there. If you don't have the water globe yet and you haven't done it, you'll need to remember how to do that. You don't glue this in. It slides out. There's a notch there. And then this piece pops out. Okay. So you don't glue it together. Some people have made that mistake and then you can't get it down into there. Okay. And then let me bring the duckies in. I'm like, is that really dry? I dried it, but is it really dry? Okay. Let me bring the ducks in. This will just give you a better view of everything. Scooch that up. Come here, ducks. I thought they were so cute. You guys, I have to admit, yeah, I did share the spray. Did it not go? Let me go back and I'll share the spray again. I fell asleep when I was painting these little guys, the ducks, okay, last night. And I had a funny, funny dream. And my son was in it. My son Kyle in Arizona was in it. And I don't know what kind of trouble he was in, but we were running from the cops. We were running from the cops. It must be because everything that's on TV lately. We were running from the cops, and I had a money bag. And I don't know where I got this money bag from, but it was full of 20s and hundreds. And yeah. So anyways, you clicked on, okay, perfect. Okay, let me go ahead and let me give you the link for the sublimation spray again. So this spray allows you to sublimate onto t-shirts, onto wood. Let me give you that link again. So it was really inexpensive. I thought, oh, I'll try it out. But isn't that funny? I was so sound asleep. I must have been snoring because when I woke up, I had a sore throat. So, okay, there is the link for that, for the sublimation spray. So anyways, there we go. I know my face is kind of in the way for that one, but aren't they so cute? So there's bears that are just like this one. So what happened, the designer that makes these files that I buy, she will do them. So like the Highland cow, the bear, the ducks, there'll be all sorts of ones that are Valentine's. Next is coming spring. These are spring ducks, but this file actually was from last year and I never got around to doing it. And I just think it's so cute. I think it's really cute. Yes, you don't know about this spray. Never used it. The only thing you've worked on is laminating film. Yeah. And so Jenny, I was saying about sublimation that I will never do mugs and cups because that's your jam. I will never cross over into anything that you do. I wanted to be able to sublimate my ornaments so that I didn't have, so I just had some that were less expensive to paint, so I didn't have to paint every single one. But I don't think it's going to work out for me. I also wanted to sublimate some magnets because I have a bazillion little 3x3. I don't even know that they're 3x3. I think they're smaller. All the little squares that come out of the, when I cut the window project, I have tons of those squares. So I was like, I want to do some magnets. So anyways, I was going to do that. Okay. All right. Let me put you up to myself. And we will end this. But these are just so adorable. I wish I had more time to paint. I wish I had more energy. Like I said, I fell asleep so soundly in my chair while I was painting the ducks. I'm like, oh my gosh. I woke up. I was actually done painting them. I was just getting ready to do the ink on them. I was completely done painting them. And I fell asleep. That's where I'm like, I'm just going to close my eyes for a second. Darlene, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't close your eyes for a second because it doesn't end up being a second. It ends up being a while. I woke up like 3 hours later. It was a good nap. But try laminating film. Okay. Yeah. I will. The printer that I'm using is just an Epson printer. So I wanted to try out what is the least expensive way for me to just try it out. So anyways, I decided to just use the Epson printer and try it out to see if I liked it, see if I could line everything up. I've been talking to somebody that where I could print onto the wood and then you put it in your laser and you cut it out. But I don't know if I'm going to go that route because I am such a hand-painted person. I'm like, that is my thing. And that's what people are used to. I kind of feel like if I went the other route, they might think I'm cheating. Because, I mean, that's someone else's thing. It's not that it's cheating to do that, but they're so used to my hand-painted things. So anyways, I don't know. I want to make some magnets. I'm going to work on that. All right, I will check that out, Jenny. Thank you. I love you guys. And I hope that you like this little project. This is one of our new stencils. Check it out. Check out the Chocator website. There's a lot of fun things. And then at the end of the month, we are having like a business type meeting for everybody in the company that is a designer can attend these meetings. And it's like on the 31st, I believe. And we will see the new release. And there's going to be some fun things there. You're going to be excited. Yeah, you are. All right. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. And I'll be here tomorrow. And then I'm going to head up to my cabin and do a lot of work and get a lot of things done. So you can print some things to play. Okay. Okay, perfect. You have to have a dedicated printer with the ink. Yes, that's what I have. So, yep, I have sublimation ink in the printer. So I converted the Epson printer to a sublimation printer. When I got it, I followed someone on YouTube and she's really good. I can't remember what her name is, but this was the printer she suggested that she uses all the time. And she said, when you get the printer, you don't ever put the other ink in it. You purchase the printer, you purchase the sublimation ink, you put that in, and you only use that. And you have to at least print twice a week with that printer so that it doesn't clog up. So that's what I've been doing. I'm just doing a few fun things. I just think that, I mean, I love the towel. It's already down. I tossed it on the floor, but I love the towel that's cotton. And I just sprayed the stuff on it, and then you can use the sublimation on cotton, and it turns out beautiful. You can do that on a cotton t-shirt. You just spray it with that. But I want to test it out and see if I might just keep that towel for me and test it out. I don't ever want to sell something that doesn't stay nice for people. Yeah. All right. Okay. Lots of chatter today. Sorry. Yeah, there's lots and lots of videos. I watched a ton of videos to learn things. Yeah, that's all I do. When I had to learn my laser 18 years ago, there weren't people on Facebook doing the laser like there is now. There wasn't a lot of people out there to help me. I just went on YouTube and learned from tutorials. So, all right, guys, I love you. Hope you have a fantastic day. Hope you love my cows and my duckies.